our ancestors left us with some considerable legacy of architectural proportions. We know them as the Magnificent Seven on the western side of the Savannah. That is the cultural and architectural legacy of all the people of Trinidad and Tobago, even the unborn. We passed through two oil booms where there was more money than we needed on any particular day. And it's a shame upon our house as a people that those buildings, especially the ones that are in the hands of the state, were left to deteriorate because we had other priorities. A people that does not appreciate its heritage is a people that is not worthy of national independence. And what is worse, on more than one occasion, we made attempts to preserve those buildings. We spent money, more money, some money and more money, but the end result is that the buildings are crying out for attention. And look at this time, where the one thing that is scarce and in very short supply in Trinidad and Tobago right now is government money. But even so, this government took the position that whatever we have to do, whatever we are going to do, we must find the resources to protect those buildings. We met work fairly advanced on one of them, and I can report to you today that the work on the restoration of Stallmeyer Castle is complete. And that was done, that completion was attained by the fact that as Prime Minister, I headed a small committee of cabinet members and other persons and took direct charge of this assignment. And today the project is completed and we are now going to move on to Whitehall. That will be done in a similar manner. As a matter of fact, the note came to the cabinet for us to move on to the Whitehall restoration. But we just found that the figures were just too high. We know it's technical work, we know it's expensive work, but some people had become too accustomed to the millions. So we've sent UDCOT back because the cabinet was not prepared to accept the figures that UDCOT came with. And I think UDCOT has gone to open tender. Because you see, if you keep talking to the same people all the time, you'll get the same price. So we've gone out to open tender on that restoration of Whitehall, even though restoration work requires certain specialist skills, but we can get specialist overseeing and manage it so as to bring it within the cost that we could afford. What we can't afford is to say that we can't afford it and leave it there to rot. That's not going to happen. So while we are trying to get a better price to get the job done, and it has been delayed for a few months, I have every confidence that in the not too distant future, the same way we have completed the restoration of Stallmeyer Castle, we will complete the restoration of Whitehall. And of course, we have Millfleur, which have been left so unattended for so long that the question now is whether it can be restored. Because the cost of restoring it might be so high, it might be easier to build a replica of that building on the site than to try to restore it. We are awaiting the advice of the experts of that situation. But what we want in this country is to ensure that as we eat little and live long now, that we can leave those magnificent buildings for our children and our grandchildren into the future, and they will be a symbol of Trinidad and Tobago, not of the past, of the present, but all times, past, present, and future.